It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah.
What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Ladies! What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up?
What's up, y'all? I'm Early Earl. Thank y'all for hearing these YouTube streets and coming on down here to the early way and hearing what I got to say. And y'all, I got a little something to say about part 2 of the Baddies Midwest reunion. This is another highlights of the episode video, and this is basically where I give my opinions on what I thought were the most entertaining or important parts of the episode that we're discussing. This is not a recap or a review. These are the highlights. Now let's get into it. Now first I want to start off by saying, again, another good episode. It gained momentum from part 1 to part 2, and I wasn't disappointed, not one bit. The reunion part 2 was good, and I feel like if you stop looking for the substance or purpose of this show and just look at it for what it is, which is a bunch of meeting up and fighting as a solution to solve problems, you'll most likely, if your brain cells and attention span can handle it, you'll most likely enjoy watching the show. Anyway, y'all, they had shit popping off in every corner. It was a fight here, a fight there, a fight over there, a fight over here. They was on that stage tearing that bitch down. And I was tuned the fuck in. I sat on my couch, blunt in hand, my eyes glued to the TV, entertained by what I was seeing. And all I saw was a bunch of baddies acting like drunk after the club, fighting in the parking lot, hood bitches after throwing shots at each other all night inside the club. That's all I saw. And all I thought of was,
Let's get ready to rumble!
and that was it. That was the majority of the episode. A bunch of bitches fighting. My first highlight is Diamond the Body handling business and then she leaves. So DTB leaves early. She did not stay the whole reunion. She said she had a booking the next day and she had to catch her flight, so she said her goodbyes and she dipped the fuck out. But before she leaves, she got into some things. So let's rewind it back to the top of the episode. So the episode started off where it left off last with Diamond and Roly going at it. You got Janisha and Saucy up there looking confused, wondering why they fighting, asking what's the beef. They went round after round after round after round, and each round gave very much the same thing. Two hoes with a lot of mouth that can't really fight. Therefore, it gave tie. Nobody won. Both of them lost. But Roly thinks she won every round, and she didn't. I hate when she does that because it be the total opposite, if you ask me. They fought a good 4 times for really no reason. Roly said she fought Diamond because she was popping shit on the internet by adding her 2 cents in a Slim situation, talking about having compassion when she didn't have compassion at the auditions and show her ass by fighting Biggie. But then again, she made it seem like she fought her because of Natalie. I don't know. Diamond said she fighting Roly because she's a fat BITCH who always fighting the little BITCHs. And she's a big one, so what's up? I said, okay then, Diamond. I know what's up. But anyway, their beef was old and it's stale, and I was over it. Therefore, I was like, next. Their segment went on a little too long. They could have chopped and screwed this bitch down a couple of minutes. You feel me? Now, speaking of Natalie, her and Diamond get into it again about something that was considered a drunk misunderstanding. So, at this point during the reunion, I'm like, if they ain't fighting, if Natalie ain't about to get her lit back, they can move right along. We don't need to see this. And y'all, nothing really happens. Natalie gets up, she started going back and forth with Diamond, and then she tries to get her lit back, but fails. DTB asks her, what you want to do? You want to fight? And then she squared up, and Natalie does nothing per usual. Instead, she continued doing the most. She said she ain't got to fight. Diamond is a baby to her. She been in the game for a long ass time, and then Natalie sits her ass down on the couch, and that was it. Now, all I got to say is Natalie is a liar. Every time somebody tells her about something or come to her about a problem, she plays dumb, she acts clueless, she lies, and then even when she get caught in a lie, she still believe what she say and do is law when the proof is in the pudding. All that fighting and yelling back and forth was pointless because at the end of the day, BTB hugs it out with Natalie and Roly, and shortly after that, she leaves. So, she came, she disturbed a couple bitches, and then she left. So shout out to Diamond, the body, aka DTB. I'm happy she was able to get through the reunion in one piece, no missing tooth, no black eyes, and no trip to the hospital. So, y'all, my next highlight of the episode is the big three, Summer, Lex, and Dolly. No, they came out and raised all hell. It was a whole lot going on when they hit the stage. It was chaos. Fights popping off at left and right. Baddies hopping on the couches. Everybody was on 10. Everybody was running up. Everybody was swinging. Everybody was whooping everybody. And I was trying to keep up. My eyes was playing ping pong on my TV screen, watching everything go down. We had Summer whooping on Scotty, knocking her down a couple times. And y'all, neither of them can fight. And I said on my last, highlights of the episode video that if they gave what they gave in Hawaii, they could keep that. And y'all, they tried to give a little something different. They tried to give a little something different, and Summer whooped on Scotty. When Summer first came, she went straight for Scotty. Wasn't no talking. She ran up and had to her shit. Next, we had Lex running around the stage, jumping in fights, trying to get to Jayla and Scotty, or, Anna. Lex was ready, set, go on their ass. My girl was all over that stage, slipping and falling, trying to get to her opponents. I saw her swing at Scotty. I saw her bop Anna real good at one point in time and snatch her wig off. She was trying her hardest to get to Jayla, but couldn't get to her how she wanted to. Security was on her ass at every turn. The most she could do during this time is probably swing 2 times before security snatched her up, y'all. she, she can't do nothing. Security was all over that stage just as much as the baddies. And at one point, Saucy tried telling Lex to come down so she can at least get her ones, but she wasn't trying to hit it. She was on go. Next, we had Anna and Jayla jumping in fights. Anna running all over the stage, acting like Big Lex. Her and Summer went at it in front of looks of it. She had the upper hand. Her trying to get the Big Lex, y'all, it was crazy. She was ready for them just as much as they was ready for her. And I wasn't mad at Anna. Stand on business. You feel me? Stand on your shit. Jayla Jayla and Summer, they got into what 2 squabbles, and I thought Jayla would have dogged Summer, and it gave she did just as a little better than Scotty. She gave a little bit better than Scotty when Scotty fought Summer. Jayla ain't do much different. Summer, Lex, and Dolly came out and turned that bitch up. So y'all, in the midst of all that, Dolly and Tesehki get in the paint. Which leads me to my next highlight. Tesehki eat up Dolly and then she crashes out. Y'all, Tesehki whooped Dolly and that's it. Round one, ate her right up and came back for seconds. Round two, cleaned the plate and burped. it was a good fight nonetheless. Dolly can't mess with Tesehki though, and that's it, and there's nothing more to say. The bitch almost got knocked out, so if anybody got something different to say, remember, the bitch almost got put to sleep. She really did. Dolly did all that rapping about snatching the title, all that talking about whooping Tesehki, all that talking about becoming the new eater, all that huffing and puffing on the internet, and got bop, bop. She got whooped. After that, we see Tesehki, she storm off stage, mad as fuck. She upset. She like she can't turn this bitch up, and fuck shit up, and y'all treating the biggest eater like shit. She said y'all referring to the Zeus Network, I'm assuming. She said y'all treating her like shit. And this is the best part of the show. And I'm like, damn, well, what happened to Tesehki? Why you so mad? Meanwhile, Biggie is speed walking right by her side trying to keep up. Mind you, while her cousin, best friend, or sister, whatever she want to call it, while her friend Anna was acting like the Tasmanian devil on stage, she was hiding behind a pregnant Tinkerbella or doing a mannequin challenge next to security or trying to blend into the wall just to stay out the mix with her big scary tail self. But the second storm of her dressing room. She punching holes in the wall. She slapping TVs. She screaming for somebody to take her shoes off. Baby girl was big mad. And I just didn't understand why she was so mad when she wanted to fight. But she packed up her shit and she had it out the door. She turned into the She-Hulk and I was left in confusion. And y'all, she said she was done. She was going home. My next highlight is Anna pressing Biggie the fuck out. And y'all, the whole time I was like, eat her ass up, Anna. Get higher. Play more. Go lower. Eat that bitch up. I don't like Biggie, so I felt no ways but what Anna was saying to her. Everything she was saying was true. The only thing Anna lied about was getting jumped. I never saw her get jumped. I never saw that. So y'all, as you know, Biggie is still at Tesehki Hill. By this time, they're in the parking lot. When it comes out, she walked past this Biggie marshmallow looking ass, and she calls her a scary bitch, a scary real bitch is that, who watching her friends get jumped or stands on the sideline and does nothing. She said she don't fuck with Biggie, and she don't understand why Biggie was backstage popping mad shit beforehand, only to get up on stage and do nothing. Biggie chimes back and says she ain't a fighter, and I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. At least do something. When it's time to start communicating verbally, it's time to start communicating physically. Physically. You feel me? Get into the paint. Help your friend out. Do something. Nigga said that Anna was projecting and states the fact that Anna didn't get jumped. And she didn't. She did not get jumped. But she was on that stage fighting. And as her best friend or her sister or her cousin or however y'all describe y'all friendship, Biggie, you supposed to help her out. I don't care. Biggie is whack, always will be, and will forever will be whack. For real, Biggie is whack, was and forever will be. And my last highlight of the episode is the other big three, y'all. Jazz, Purdy, T, and Ivory. You feel me? They came out on Ready too. You feel me? All these hoes came out ready to fight. I guess that was the theme of the night. Come out and handle your shit. The newbies owned the reunion. I'm not even funny like they owned the reunion. So Ivory came out and she squared up with Les. No talking, just hands. So they squared up. It's like Summer tried jumping in. I'm like, Summer, sit your ass down. Man, Summer, sit your ass down. Pretty P went after Summer and almost knocked her into the TV. They went at it for about 2 times. After that, Jazz ran up on Summer, so security quickly broke that up, wasn't much to that fight. Ivory ends up calling out Dolly, and Dolly caught the plea. She didn't want to fight, and it gave you was a little scary. I ain't even gonna lie. It gave scary. That's the Ivory went at it again. Summer tried to jump in again. Y'all. It was hell, and I enjoyed every minute of it, especially the end of the episode. So, y'all, these are the highlights for the Baddie Midwest Reunion Part 2, and that's all I came down here to say. I do thank y'all for tuning in to the early way, and if you haven't, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to catch y'all next time. Peace.